House in winter. You pay to pump hot, forced air into your rooms, but the heat is leaking straight out through the glass and poorly insulated walls, while you're still shivering inside. You're paying hundreds of dollars a month for this setup, and because it relies on a constant feed from the centralized natural gas or electric grid, you are effectively renting your warmth from a utility company. If a winter storm knocks that grid offline, the machinery in your basement becomes a heavy piece of scrap metal. You lose your only source of heat at the exact moment the temperature outside becomes life-threatening. We have normalized a heating system that is physically inefficient and systemically fragile, leaving us vulnerable to both rising costs and sudden blackouts. But there is a way to heat an entire home for a fraction of a cent. It doesn't require electricity or gas lines, only a handful of dry sticks and raw earth. It's called a rocket mass heater. It's a high-combustion thermal mass heating system you can build from scrap that relies on physics rather than a utility connection. This approach changes the objective of home heating. Instead of trying to warm the air, it focuses on capturing and storing energy within the physical structure of your living space. To understand why it works, look at this diagram of a standard brick fireplace. Traditional wood fires lose about 90% of their energy because the heat rises vertically and escapes straight up the chimney. A rocket mass heater solves this by using an insulated J-shaped combustion chamber. You drop small scavenged sticks down a vertical feed tube. As they catch fire, a powerful internal draft forces the flames to burn sideways. This horizontal draft pulls the fire deep into a heavily insulated tunnel. The airflow is so intense it creates a distinct roaring sound, similar to a jet engine. By trapping that fire inside a small, insulated space, the internal temperatures reach nearly 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. At these temperatures, the combustion is so complete that the smoke itself ignites and burns away. By the time the exhaust leaves the chamber, it is almost entirely clear and carbon-free. But creating 2,000 degrees of heat is only half the battle. If you vent that energy outside immediately, you're still losing most of your fuel's potential. Look at the schematic. Instead of letting hot exhaust rise, the system forces gases downward, away from the chimney. The exhaust is routed through a winding labyrinth of metal pipes installed beneath the floor. These pipes are encased in a cob bench, a mixture of dirt, clay, and sand. This thermal mass acts like a battery. It absorbs the intense heat from the pipes, trapping it within the dense material. The dirt is so effective at stripping energy from the exhaust that by the time the gas finally leaves your house, it has cooled down significantly. The final exterior vent is often cool enough to touch with a bare hand. By capturing energy in a physical battery rather than blowing it as hot air, the system maintains a level of efficiency that forced air HVAC systems are not designed to achieve. For the homeowner, this means the dirt bench will slowly radiate its stored warmth back into the room long after the fire is out. A single 2-hour burn can keep a space warm for an entire day. This makes it a primary choice for off-grid living in freezing climates, as the entire house can be heated using only dead branches. However, you rarely see these in modern suburbs. In many jurisdictions, these heaters are technically illegal because they don't fit into the standardized categories used by building inspectors. Most building codes are written for factory-tested, certified appliances. Because a rocket mass heater is a custom project built from raw earth and scrap, it lacks the industrial certifications required by most insurance companies and local zoning boards. Building one safely requires strict attention to physics. You must engineer the exhaust angles perfectly to ensure proper draw, and use the correct ratio of clay to sand to prevent the thermal mass from cracking over time. Real winter resilience depends more on your understanding of thermodynamics than on the size of the backup generator you can afford to buy. Taking control of your own heating starts with a shift in perspective, moving away from the grid and utilizing the high-efficiency physics of the earth beneath your feet.